Hello students, in this lecture we will see problems related to U-tube manometer, differential manometer and inverted U-tube manometer. So first we will see a problem related to U-tube manometer. First I will read out this question and we will try to draw the figure of this particular problem. So figure is not given in this problem. Okay, so we have to draw by reading the question first. Okay, so a U-tube manometer is used to measure the pressure of water in a pipeline which is in excess of atmospheric pressure. The right limb of the manometer contains mercury and is open to the atmosphere. The contact between water and mercury is in the left limb. Okay, determine the pressure of water in main line if the difference in level of mercury in the limbs of U-tube is 10 cm and the free surface of mercury is in level with the entire with the center of pipe. So this is the first part of this question and there is second part also. So first we will try to draw the figure of this first part. We have to find the pressure of water at the main pipeline. Okay, so first we will try to draw the figure of the first part. Okay, so here the given data for the first part is difference in the mercury level between the two limbs is 10 cm, that is 0.1 meters. Okay, so first I will draw the main pipeline and there is a U-tube manometer, isn't it? It is a U-tube manometer. So I will try to draw like this. So this is the main pipeline and it is connected to a U-tube manometer. It is connected to this U-tube manometer. Okay, and I am naming this particular point, suppose it is A. This point be A. Okay, and what are the other given data? Data is first here we will see the right limb of the manometer contains mercury and is open to the atmosphere. So it contains mercury and open to the atmosphere. So this is the right limb, isn't it? So it contains mercury and it is open to the atmosphere. So this is correct. So what is the second one? That is the contact between water and mercury is in the left limb. So here in the left limb there is water inside this particular pipeline and it is connected to the manometric liquid, that is mercury over here. And what is the next data? You have to find out the pressure, determine the pressure of water in main line if the difference in level of mercury in the limbs of U-tube is 10 cm. So the difference in mercury, okay, the difference in level of mercury in left and right limb is given as 10 centimeters. Okay, so now you got the level difference and the free surface of mercury is in level with the center of the pipeline. So this is the center of the pipeline. Okay, so when I draw the level of mercury in the right limb, so what is the given data? Given data, that is free surface of mercury is in level with the center of the pipe. So I have to draw a line like this. So this is the level of mercury at the right limb. Why? Because it is given like this. See, this is the free surface of the mercury. Okay, and it is in level with the center of the pipe. So it is in level with the center of the pipe. So this condition is satisfied. And what is the level difference? Difference in level of mercury in the limbs of U-tube is 10 centimeters. So from here the pressure is more here, isn't it? So from here you have to mark 10 centimeters. Okay, and you have to mark the level at the left limb. Okay, so this is our figure. So from the question we have to draw the figure. Okay, so this is our problem. So I am just shading it with the manometric liquid. This is mercury and this is water. Okay, so this is water. So this is our question. Now you just have to find out what is pressure at point A. PA you have to find out. That is the question. Okay, so this is a very easy problem. Once you have drawn the figure, it is very easy to solve this type of problems. So how to find out PA? Just first thing you have to remember is that you first have to draw a datum line. So where I am drawing the datum line, here, this is my position of the datum line. Let it be XX. Okay, and I am marking this, let this be B, let this be C. Okay, so I am equating the pressure at point B equal to pressure at point C using Pascal's law. Okay, so I am writing as let the pressure at B is equal to pressure at C. So this is our principle. Okay, so what is pressure at B? Pressure at A, so that is the pressure at A is here, isn't it? PA plus the pressure due to this 10 centimeter water column. So it is rho GH. This is 10 centimeter, which means 0.1 meter. So rho of water. So I am writing as rho W, rho of water, G into H. H is equal to, here it is 10 centimeters, so 0.1 meters. So I got the pressure at point B, which is equal to pressure at point C. What is the pressure at point C? The pressure due to the mercury column here. So that is rho Hg, that is the density of mercury, into G into 0.1. Okay, so rho of water, you know what is the density of water, and you know how to find out the density of mercury. So I will just write down pressure at point A is equal to rho of mercury. You can find out using the specific gravity of mercury. You know that it is 13.6 into specific gravity into rho of water, isn't it? So rho of water, you know, it is 1000 into G. G is 9.81 into 0.1. So this is this one, isn't it? So I have to take this part, this term also to this particular side. So it will be minus 1000 into 9.81 into 0.1. So you will get the answer here. Okay, so you have to solve this one and you have to find the answer, which is you will get the value as 12360.6 Newton per meter square. So this is the answer. I hope this part is clear to you all. And what is the second part? Second part I will read as, if the pressure of pipeline is reduced to, so the pressure of pipeline is reduced to 9810 Newton per meter square, calculate new difference in the level of mercury. So here in the first part we got the value of pressure at point A as 12360.6. Okay, now the second part is this pressure is getting reduced to 9810 Newton per meter square. 9810 Newton per meter square. So here you have to find out what is the new difference in level of mercury. Okay, so this part you have to find out. Again, the second part you have to, first you have to draw the figure of the second part. Okay, so we will try to draw the figure of the second part. So here you have to first draw the main pipeline, drawing the main pipeline. Then it is connected to a U-tube manometer, like this, U-tube manometer. Okay, so in order to understand better, I am drawing the initial level. Okay, initial level of this particular manometric liquid. So in the first problem, the level was like this. So it is in line with the level of center line of the pipeline. And the level difference, it is 10 centimeters. So it was already given in the first part. Now what I have to find out is that is the new pressure. Okay, new difference in the level by knowing the new pressure, that is PA here is 9810, which is reduced to 9810 Newton per meter square. So which means that the height of this particular liquid column got reduced, isn't it? There is no the pressure got reduced, which means that this much depth won't be there. For the second part, this much 10 centimeter depth won't be there. Okay, so the level of manometric liquid will rise in the left limb. When the pressure gets reduced at point A, the level of the manometric liquid in the left limb will rise. Okay, so let this rise in height be x. Okay, so I am naming this as x. Okay, and when this manometric liquid has risen this much amount in the left limb, that much amount will get reduced here, isn't it? That much amount will get reduced here. So here the drop of manometric liquid in this particular right limb will also be x. Okay, I hope this two part is clear to you. And in the right limb it goes it is fallen, and in the left limb it goes the manometric liquid goes up because of the reduction in pressure at point A. Now the new line or new level of manometric liquid in the right limb is this one, and the left limb is this one. Okay, so what is the, how can you write down this level difference in terms of x? A total distance depth is 10 centimeter. This from here to here, this is 10 centimeters, and if I take the distance from here to here, it is 10 minus x. Okay, this much height is total minus x. So from here to here I got 10 minus x. But what is the length I need? Depth I need is this much, isn't it? So from here also I have to reduce this x distance also. So it will be 10 minus 2x. So that is the new difference in level between the right limb and left limb. Okay, so this height you have to find out. I hope this part is clear to you all. Okay, after drawing the figure, it is very easy to solve this type of problems. Okay, simply you just have to equate the pressure at the right and left limb of the datum line. That's all. Okay, for this purpose I am drawing the datum line here. So here you can see that this is the new line. This is the new line or level at the left limb. So I am drawing the datum line over here. Okay, and I am equating the pressure over here and the pressure over here. So I am writing down as, first I am finding out the pressure here. Okay, so it is PA. There is a pressure of point A plus the pressure due to this particular liquid column. Okay, so that is plus rho. So this is water, isn't it? So rho Wg. What is the height? From here to here. From here to here, that is total is 10. From here to here it is 10. 10 minus x, isn't it? This is 10 minus x. This much length is 10 minus x. Okay, so this is 10 minus x. Okay, so I got the pressure over here. Equating it with the pressure at the same level at the right limb. Okay, right limb. And here, how can I find out the pressure? That is rho Hg. So here it is mercury column. This is mercury column, and into the new level. Where is the new level? This is the new level. Okay, this is the new level. And what will be the what will be the pressure due to this liquid column? That is rho Hg into G into 10 minus 2x. So we have already found out this is the level difference between this level and this one. Okay, so this, from this particular equation you can find out the pressure find out the level difference, new level difference 10 minus 2x. Here you already know what is PA, 9810 plus rho W is 1000 into 9.81 into 10 minus x. Equate it with this particular side, right hand side, that is 13.6 specific gravity of mercury into 1000 into this is G, 9.81 into 10 minus 2x. Okay, so here note that I have written this in centimeters. You have to convert this particular part into, so this is in centimeters, 10 centimeter minus 2x centimeter. So this, all the units should be in SI unit. So you have to convert the centimeter part to the meter part. So I have to divide this with 100. So this is by 100, only this term. Okay, again by 100. I hope this is clear to you all. To convert the centimeter into meters, I am dividing this one with 100. Okay, so from this I can find out the value of x. Okay, so the only unknown in this equation is x. So x equal to, I will get the value as 0.992 centimeters. Okay, so from this equation you will get x in meters. I have converted this one to centimeters. Okay, so you will get this in centimeters. And what is the new difference? New difference of mercury equal to, you know that new difference is 10 minus 2x. So 10 minus 2 into x. X is 0.992. So it will be somewhat 8.016 centimeters. This is the answer. 8.016 centimeters. I hope this problem is clear to you all. Second one is differential manometer. So we'll see the question. First I will read out the question. A differential manometer is connected to 2 points A and B. See, this figure is given along with this question. So here A and B is the center point of the pipes, two different pipes. The pipe A contains a liquid. So the pipe A contains a liquid of specific gravity of 1.5. So I am naming this as S1, that is specific gravity at the pipe, first pipe, that is 1.5, while the pipe B contains a liquid of specific gravity of 0.9. So here it is already written, this is specific gravity of this liquid in the pipe 2 is 0.9. So I am naming it as S2. Okay. And the pressure at point A and B are 1 kilogram force per centimeter square and 1.8 kilogram force per centimeter square respectively. Find the difference in mercury level in differential manometer. So all the other dimensions are given. You just have to find out the level difference between right and left limb of the differential U-tube manometer. So I am naming this difference in level BH. Okay, I am giving the name as H. So all the details are given in the question itself. And to convert this particular kilogram force per centimeter square into the SI unit, this will help. 1 kilogram force is 9.81 Newton. Okay, so here how can we find out the difference in level? Again, the thing you have to remember is that first you have to draw the datum line. See here, this is the lowest point, so I will be drawing the datum line over here. I will be drawing the datum line over here. So here I am drawing the datum line and naming it as XX. Now what is the second part? You just have to equate the pressure at point, this one at the left limb and the pressure at the right limb at the same level. Okay, so the procedure is of every manometer is somewhat similar. Okay, so I am starting this one. First I will write down PA. It is given as 1 kilogram force per centimeter square. I am converting it into Newton per meter square. So it will be more convenient to substitute. So if I first convert it, it will be much more convenient. So it is, you know that 1 kilogram force per centimeter square is equal to 1 into 10 raised to 4 kilogram force per meter square. Okay, again I have to convert it into Newton per meter square. So 1 into 10 raised to 4 into 9.81 will give you in Newton per meter square. So it is 9.81 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. Okay, so and what is pressure at point B? PB is equal to it is given as 1.8. So again 1.8 kilogram force per centimeter square. So again multiplying this with 9.81 to convert it to Newton into 10 raised to 4 to convert into meter square. So it will be in Newton per meter square. Here so we converted PB into Newton per meter square. Okay, so next thing is you equate the pressure at point at this particular left limb and the right limb. Okay, so I am writing down the left hand side and the right hand side. So it will be, first I will start from here. So I have to find the pressure at this point, isn't it? So I am starting from here. So that is PA plus the pressure due to this particular column. Okay, so this is 3 plus 2 5 due to the 5 meter liquid column. Okay, plus due to the pressure due to the H meter mercury column. Okay, so I am going to find out. I am going to write down the left hand side. So it is PA, okay, plus due to the water column. So that is rho. So it is not it is not water. It has this particular liquid has a specific gravity of it is given as 1.5. Okay, so it will be rho of the first liquid. I am naming it as rho 1 G into, it is 5 meters. Here the height is 5 meters plus due to the mercury column. So it is rho Hg G into H. Okay, so I got the pressure over here. Now next I have to equate with the right hand side. So that is here. So that I can find out like PB plus the this thing, that is the pressure due to this particular column height. How to find out that? Here you know that is 2 meters plus H meters. So I can write down as rho 2, that is the specific the density of the liquid at the right hand side limb. Okay, that is rho 2 into G into H plus 2. I think this is clear. Okay, and just now you just simply substitute the values of each to find out the H meter. Only unknown here is H meter here. So I am writing down PA as 9.81 into 10 raised to 4. So I am writing down 9.81 into 10 raised to 4 plus rho 1. How to find out rho 1? Specific gravity S1 is given as 1.5. So 1.5 into rho of water. So that is 1000 into 9.81 into 5. So that is this term plus 13.6 into 1000 into 9.81 into H. Okay, so this part is over. Next one equal to PB. What is PB? It is this much. Okay, so I am writing down 1.8 into 9.81 into 10 raised to 4 plus rho 2. Rho 2 is you know the specific gravity of the second pipe liquid, that is 0.9. So I am writing down rho 2 as 0.9 into 9.81 into 1000. So that is a rho of water into H plus 2. So the only unknown over here is H. So you have to so you solve this equation to find out the H in this equation. So finally you will arrive as H is equal to 0.181 meter. Okay, or 18.1 centimeters. I hope this is clear to you. This one is clear to you all. So the third question is an inverted U-tube manometer. So you can see that in this question a figure is not given. So you have to convert this question into a figure form. So I will just show you how to draw a figure by reading the question. Okay. An inverted U-tube manometer is connected to two horizontal pipes A and B through which water is flowing. So the liquid flowing is water, and it is these are two horizontal pipes. The vertical distance between the axes of these pipes is 30 centimeters. When an oil of specific gravity 0.8 is used as a gauge fluid, the vertical heights of water columns in the two limbs of the inverted manometer are found to be same and equal to 35 centimeters. So you have to determine the difference of pressure between pipes. So this is the question. So first here the vertical distance between the axes of the pipes are given. So these two pipes are in two different levels. Okay, so these are horizontal ones. Okay, you can see that these are horizontal ones, but they both are in two different levels. So I am just trying to draw the figure. So here one pipe is like this. Suppose this is the first pipe. So this is at this particular level. At this particular level, there is a height difference between the second pipe. Okay, so here I am connecting it with an inverted U-tube manometer. So this is inverted U-tube manometer. Okay, so these are in two different heights. So I am just drawing like this. Okay. So this is the second pipe. Let this be B. Let this be A. Okay. So these are in two different levels. And what is the difference in height between these two pipes? It is given as 30 centimeters. That is the vertical distance between axes of these pipes is 30 centimeters. So these are the axes. Okay, what is the axis? So it is passing through the pipe. The line which is passing through the pipe. Okay. So this is the axis of first one, and this is the axis of the second pipe. So it is the level difference, vertical distance between these two pipes are 30 centimeters. Okay, so one is clear. And what is the second data? When an oil of specific gravity 0.8 is used as a gauge fluid. Okay, so the gauge fluid used is an oil of specific gravity 0.8. So I am just marking as specific gravity of oil as 0.8. Okay, is used as the gauge fluid. The vertical heights of the water columns in the two limbs of the inverted manometer are found to be same and equal to 35 centimeters. Okay, so in both the pipes, they are having water. Okay, and the height of both the water column is what? 35 centimeter. In both the pipe, the height of the water column is 35 centimeters. This is given like this, isn't it? So, when I draw, suppose it is like this. Okay, what is the height here? It is 35 centimeters. Here it is 35 centimeters. I can mark like this. So, here to here it is 35 centimeters. And from B to whichever height it is there, that let this be, this will be again 35 centimeter. It is as given in the question. This is a given data in the question. Okay. So these are the given data which are in the question. So all are represented here. So I am just shading the part where the manometric liquid is filled. Okay. So its specific gravity is oil. So here one of my students has asked why we are using oil as this manometric fluid in inverted U-tube manometer. See, this inverted U-tube manometer is mainly used to find out the pressure difference, very low pressure differences. Okay, so the reason is that if we are using an inverted U-tube manometer, we can provide an air vent over here at the topmost portion where you can eject out all the air bubbles in this particular manometer. Okay, so that is not possible in the case where you are using a normal U-tube manometer, U-tube differential manometer. Okay, which means that you can't give an air vent at the bottommost part of a U-tube, a normal U-tube differential manometer. So if you are using an inverted one, you can give an air vent over here so that all the air bubbles trapped inside this this particular manometer will go away through the air vent. So that air bubbles may hinder the accuracy of the result, that is the pressure difference between those two pipes. So to measure the very low pressure differences, mainly we are using an inverted U-tube differential manometer. Okay, so now we will go to the come to this question, that is, you have to find out the difference of pressure between pipes. So the thing we want is PA minus PB. So that is pressure difference between A and B. Okay, so this is, let this be PA and let this the pressure at point B be PB. Okay, how to find out this one? Again, follow the same procedure. First you have to identify where I have to draw the datum line. See, I can take the datum line over here. Why? Because this particular column is having the maximum height. Since it is an inverted column, you have to go for the maximum height. Okay, so here I am taking the datum line over here. Okay, so I am naming it as XX. Okay, and I have to second step is I have to equate the pressure over here and the pressure over here. Okay, so first I am going to find out the pressure at this particular point. How to find out the pressure? Again, you have the left hand side you have the pressure PA. PA is there, isn't it? And I have to find out the pressure at this point. So when you go up from the liquid, the pressure is decreasing. So I have to use the sign minus. rho, this the liquid in the pipe, both the pipes is water. So it will be rho W, G into height is 35 centimeters. So I am writing as 0.35 meters. So this is rho G H. Okay. So I got the pressure over here. Okay. Which is equal to the pressure at this particular point, isn't it? So again I have to find from here. So this is PB minus, you have to subtract this much water column pressure. So that is rho W G into, again this is 0.35. So that is not, that much is not enough. Why? Because you have only reached till here. I have to find the pressure at this particular point. So again you have to subtract this much pressure due to the oil column. What is the height over here? What is the height over here? You can see the total height from here to here, it is 30 plus 35. Okay, that is 65 centimeters. Okay, total 65 centimeters minus 35. You will get here as this is 30 centimeter, isn't it? So the height of the oil column is 30 centimeter. How I have found out that one? The total distance, it is already given in the question. Okay, when I draw the figure, I got the total height. From that, 35 centimeter is subtracted. This is already given to get the height of the oil column, that is 30 centimeter. So how I can find out the pressure at this point? Again, minus this one, then density of oil, rho oil. How can I find out the rho oil? That is specific gravity of oil is given, S oil is given, into rho W will give you the rho of oil into G into 0.3 centimeters. This is 0.3 centimeters. 0.3 meters. I hope this is clear. So both the pressure at this particular datum line is we have arrived, and just you have to find out PA minus PB. So I am taking PB to this side. So I will get PA minus PB is equal to rho W. Here I am taking this one here. Okay, so it will be 1000. I am writing down this rho W, negative sign will go as positive over here. So 1000 into 9.81 into 0.35. So that is this term. I have taken to the right hand side, minus here. This is 1000 into 9.81. So I can write as 9810 into 0.35. Again minus S of oil, it is given as 0.8. So okay, so I can write as 0.8 into rho WG is 9810 again into 0.3. So all the data are available here. Okay, so from here I can arrive at the answer as, while solving you will get the answer as 2354.4 Newton per meter square. So you will get the answer like this. I hope this question is clear.